Tamworth product Paddy Ryan's ready to shine in front of his home crowd. He'll wear number 3 when the Waratahs take on Samoa at Scully Park. Right where he started, Paddy Ryan lines up for a McCarthy under-13 rugby team photo. Now a fully fledged Waratah, it's his turn to inspire the up-and-comers.
So I think it's just really good that we get an opportunity to come out to the country and repay people, repay the fans that genuinely love the game and support it so strongly up here. I think it's just good to be back.
We just want to make sure that before we lift, we end up square.
McCarthy has no excuses in the line-out now. Ryan and fellow prop Ben Robinson shared their knowledge with the school's rugby players.
So it gets pretty high. So let's have a go.
And showed why, with plenty of practice, the sky's the limit.
There was a lot of lifters, which probably means that there's a lot of blokes who play front row, which is great because you know, the more the merrier up there, and yeah, hopefully they can really dominate up front in the Friday night comp in the coming year.
It was wonderful talking to the boys here at McCarthy, the 13s, 14s and 15s, and I'm sure he'll inspire some more boys when he plays the game against the Samoans on Friday night. Fulfilling
promotional duties in the lead up to tomorrow night's match against Samoa, Ryan can't wait for game day.
I can't wait. It's really exciting. I haven't played at home for quite some time.
Nice. Good work, Kane. Move on to here.
The 120 kilogram, 189 centimetre, 23-year-old will start the match at tight head prop.
The competition in our squad at the moment, especially in the front row, is really strong, and that's only good for the squad. So, yeah, look, it's great to be in the first team with Berwick, but I won't be reading much into it. I'll just be trying to lay down my claim for that third spot.
The game crucial in the battle for spots in the countdown to round 1 against Queensland on February 25. You got plenty of air, that kid. Jeff Cook has starred for New South Wales in their undefeated start to the Impaja Cup. New South Wales sits on top of the table after 6 matches in the Indigenous 2020 cricket competition in Alice Springs. As captain, Tamworth cricketer Cook has scored 150 runs at an average of 30 and taken 8 wickets with the ball while going for less than 5 runs per over. New South Wales plays Tasmania in the final round game tomorrow before the final on Saturday. Back in the days of Bradman, Bert Ironmonger debuted for Australia at the ripe old age of 45. At 41, Brad Hogg this week picked up a lucrative IPL contract. Closer to home, another left-arm spinner's proven age is no barrier. Greg Kellett's played first-grade cricket for Bective East for many a decade, but until this season, the 53-year-old plumber had never represented Tamworth.
Terry Sarakis was there when I first started. And then I got into the golf stuff sort of in the mid-90s, and it was on every weekend basically, so I wasn't available.
Last year's leading wicket taker in Tamworth cricket, he's decided to make the most of it while he still can, bowling for Tamworth Blue with great success in the Warbets Cup, including a 5-wicket haul against Armidale. Proof age is no barrier on the cricket pitch.
And it's mainly spinners, obviously, but the older guys can compete. You know, we're a bit slower, I suppose, with the bat, but you put the ball there, the young guys have got to hit it.
He'll line up again in this Sunday's semi-final against Narrabri in a side captained by Brendan Rickson. In the midst of organising an over-50s comp for next season, Kellett firmly believes he's bowling as well as he ever has.
I just even found a new ball last week. Different ball that I'll bring out tomorrow, Saturday against City United.
Looking forward to it. One player missing for Narrabri in Sunday's Warbets semi-final will be wicketkeeper Nick Smart. He'll be on his way to Sydney to represent Northwest at the New South Wales Combined High Schools Cricket Championships. He will, however, play in tomorrow's Gleeson Shield final against Duval High School after he starred for Narrabri High with 70 not out in the semi against Inverell High. Contenders have just 2 more days to fight out the cross-country World Series paragliding event at Manila. Unstable afternoon conditions saw today declared a free flying day. Swiss-born American Jan Vergely leads the cross-country paragliding series. His position will remain unchanged overnight after officials declared no points would be on offer today.
I think that's a good decision. I think sometimes competitors have to be kind of sort of protected from themselves.
Afternoon storms presented potentially dangerous conditions for the ultra-competitive who may be easily tempted, the opportunity to get in some valuable practice instead.
It doesn't give them the stress to achieve some sort of distance at all costs and maybe take some risks they shouldn't be taking in these conditions.
Most paragliding competitions are about speed, flying a set course in the shortest time possible. The cross-country open is all about distance.
There's more choices in where you can go, and it makes it more difficult to keep track of who's leading. Because at any given point, you could be doing really well, but there could be somebody else in a different part of the valley doing even better, and you just don't know about it.
All about finding the thermals and not getting flushed down the sinks, because when that happens, you bomb out and you're left with your feet firmly planted on the ground.
If you miscalculate it, you land somewhere where there's no roads, you're looking at a, 3-4 hour hike out.
The final 2 rounds are expected to go ahead on Friday and Saturday. And it's pretty close at the top of that leaderboard, so it's still wide open, Fee.
I tell you what, I wouldn't look forward to those 3 or 4 hour hikes. Way too much for me. Thank you, Philly. See you again tomorrow. We'll check the weather for you next, and then more air support for the region's rescue service.